Yeah, okay, it's picking up sound, that's Gucci. So, I've dropped the ideas of fucking majors, minors, whatever, because things are stuff and dumb. So, let's get this started, let's do Britain. So, new person took over, for one session, changed it from, biggest thing about them, changed it from a black market consortium to a pirate king. There are 404 compared to the general 666s. Is there a reason they're the captains? Were they just fighting someone? I'm confused. I assume they're about to fight Spain for a Mordred. But otherwise, it seems quite silly. I don't know why. And then you're in the last 50 protecting trade in here, which they can raid all this, but I assume they're not allowed to, or they aren't. Income 126 of 115. Biggest thing is fort, which is fine. I'm guessing level 4, level 4, level 4, level 2, level 5. Honestly, this one's not needed. It's just another piece of land. It's just a fort here and here would be the better option in my opinion. Maintenance, fleet maintenance. Yeah, okay, so it's all just coming from fleets basically. And that level 3 that I assume isn't discounted. Nope. Alrighty. But yeah, rest of it, still Pirate Republic, still Smuggler's Haven, Consolidation of Power, good. Union Estates, good. Well, yeah. Again, so let's look at these. Morale of armies. Eventually you should be having an income to just build manpower everywhere. So normally I'd say get the manpower buildings, but you just have no men, no military capability in my opinion. You've got 110%. What's that from? Quality and ideas, right? 5, 10%. Yeah, so this extra 10% morale I'd say is needed for overall armies. Max promoted culture, bureaucratic. If you're going for trade companies, negative 10%. Otherwise, advisor cost is what I'd do. And then, of course, Sereno. Actually, no, not of course. Either the 25%, 25 absolutism, or the goddamn Republican values. For the free admin policy, I'd choose the free admin policy, honestly, because sure, you don't get much absolutism, but for you it isn't all that important, because you're mostly going to be feeding the colonial game kind of thing, which sure, with the extra admin efficiency you can take more land and deals, and the discipline's nice, but in the end, admin's just going to be better to keep. You're the only Anglican, so doing this is useful, except for the plus 5% that it gives here. You need that admin. Tell me you're focusing it. No, you're still focusing that. I guess for this, that makes sense. But yeah, this needs to be caught up because unbalanced research, etc. Costing you a lot of money, I would imagine. 10 ducats. Max is 30. Yeah. Not good. These are, I would imagine, that sounds Norwegian or something. That sound, Hey, I was right. Where did you lose this to? Why is this the wrong, I assume event, honestly, or you just finished killing them, either or. States, Yep, nothing. Yep, okay. Let us look. Yep, no cavalry because you're not really going to need it. Cannon, infantry. Oh, you fill it up your force limit. Combat width. Yawning's fun. Combat width, you nearly got the cannons for the combat width. Highlander. I would go Gustavian. I would definitely go Gustavian over Highlander, just because of the fire damage. Gallop Cavalry's the only one, Leather Cannon's the only one. Don't need to do that. My brain is turning off. 63 ducats a trade, however you only have 32% trade efficiency if you're staying friendly with Netherlands, who have less percentage in here than you do. No, 2% more than you do, and earn double your income in it from 147% trade efficiency. Yeah, I'd maybe work out a deal here where they like give you money, you work with them in a colonial sense, etc., etc. Because they don't have colonies, these guys do. They don't really have the allies to help them take these colonies unless they work with colonial powers themselves. Same with this stuff, Dutch South Africa, etc. And if they want in over here, they'll probably need your backing, your naval support, while they have the land support. You know what I mean, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Rivals. You have prestige, so send an insult, make it a big one. Send an insult to here. That's 33 power rejection. Bada bing, bada boom. A little bit more of everything. Why do I keep clicking that? Get out of here, get out of here. Looked at that. Taxation. You know, just build them, because I assume that's your highest. Yeah, 65%, because you don't have anything for there. Wow. Okay, I definitely would be focusing on getting that production efficiency and production income up because of your high goods produced, because I think you're going to want to switch back to a Metro Republic, and even if you don't, the Hamburg, who I'm pretty sure, oh god, is a Metro Republic, will be bloody giving you goods produced anyway, which then increase your production income, and in the higher production efficiency, the more production income. I wouldn't really be building trade ports in here just because it's not a contested node unless you are trying to contest the Dutch. If you are contesting the Dutch, sure, build the fuck away. Manpower buildings, again, I would really suggest that you build them because you need them. That it's just astonishingly low. Your army can like fight 2 fights before needing to just leave for 10 years. Again, you can build all these force limit buildings, so that way you can have more colonial armies. Say if you do expand to down here along this coast, etc., you can have the 20 to 30k set up, or you can have the 40k at home, 40k in America, you know, different things, different stuff. So that way if you're invaded over here, you can still have a chance at protecting both places, or, you know, just have more men at home. Your next idea I would take would be national manpower. That's useless. That one is pretty alright. The exploration thing. Colonial range expansion, production efficiency. I mean, you could do this. You could do this if you really wanted to. What I would do, I think, is get rid of... Are you at your naval force limit? I don't think you are. Get rid of that. Let's look at your naval force limit. It is still there. Get maritime and fill out maritime ideas, because the policy with quality is 20% morale of navies, and policy with... not naval. Yeah. Policy with quality is the 20% morale of navies, and the policy with expansion is 33% force limit, which is, in my opinion, a lot more valuable. You lost, I think, the 2 policies out of there. I forget what they were, but It's Explo. Who cares? You can tell that I care about Explo. Global naval engagement which is important, sure, just not. It's you also just get more out of this, you know. Get more for your navy out of this, which is your entire game. What policy did you have? You had the naval. Okay, so if you wanted to keep this naval assimilation, etc., on over the +20 from Explo, then from the other native colonization policy, then you would keep exploration. But still, I think this is a better long-term idea group. And even then, I don't know. I'd say it's mostly personal opinion, but I think this is better in the long term for your military capabilities, which this game is coming up to now. If you want to expand more, just send out multiple colonists. I assume these are... That one's finished. I assume you're colonizing down here. That you are. See? What's happening here? He sent... Oh, never mind, I'm being dumb. He already had 3, so that's why... So you'd send, like, even though you have 2, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., you know? I'd try to, like, just spam them out, use economy, get some funding from the Dutch, etc., etc. Again, when you pull your men back, maybe cut that down by 15, because that gives you 20 ducats, which is a lot, because you don't have much money. Yeah, you're not going to get that one. I mean, you should be able to. You should eventually get the 1,000 dev needed. But you're in the Empire, so... Never mind. Increase our reach, that takes Gibraltar, which will then give all the extra claims and everything. This takes Malta, Girid, and Cyprus, and you get Diplo and claim on Sicily. Oh well. What? Wait. I was wondering what these meant. I thought it was just glitching, but no. Alright. I just killed a spider. I'm Australian, yeehaw. Let's hope it didn't bite me. Maritime Empire, take Gibraltar again. Gives a permanent claim on Viking. There's a province named Viking? That makes more sense. Okay. Alright, so yeah, these are just a bunch of... God, I think it did bite me. This is starting to hurt. Gives a lot more, claims, missions, money. What the fuck is this? Isn't this meant to be up closer? What have you done? What is this? Cancer? Ah! Jesus, okay. Again, yeah, stick with that if you're staying with exploration, otherwise I'd just switch this, because why the fuck not? You're in a real colonial race now, trying to expand faster than the Swedes and the French, trying to expand faster down here than the Inca and Brazilians, but in the end, you're not going to be expanding that much, because all this land is going to be colonized, and it's just going to be fighting. And in those fights, you want to have a better army, or in your case, a better navy, supporting an army. That's my end point there, kind of. But yeah, then after that, I'd get quantity or defensive, and then economic as well, maybe innovative, because maritime gives you ship compatibility, quality gives you... No, I'd go innovative, then economic, actually. I don't know. Discipline. Yeah. Unless you want to keep deving, which is also... It's just too late into the game to be, like, focusing on deving over military, so yeah, I'd go innovative into economic after getting quantity ideas. because that way you get in the quality for everything. Yeah. Let's just take a look at gander at this real quick. 75.8 at its flat. Has completed them. For the rest of the game, -10. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just get one of those, get an extra merchant. So, if you want an extra merchant, find somewhere over here to colonize. I'd assume, yeah, one of these islands are still open. So, maybe hop around the edge. Delhi, you've met. Is this Spain? It is. So yeah, hop around the island, get into like one of these islands, get an extra 200 ducats a merchant, etc. Pragmatic mission, that doesn't matter. I feel like you need more heavies. And also, you had that 10% Scottish, but I assume that you were exporting them before. So, yeah, that's really up to you. Finish paying off your corruption. Upgrade your advisors when you have the money to. You can't get a state advisors, so yeah, I don't really know. This game is just so weird for Britain, I can't just, my brain explodes.